This town's so lame.
So, you know, sometimes when you think about living on a sailboat, it's all, you know, blue water and beaches and, yeah, snorkeling and diving and all these great things. But there's a lot of stuff to do on a boat that's not so much fun. We've just wrapped up most of our big project, which is awesome. But now we're doing the little stuff. So I have the glamorous task this morning of cleaning out the bilge. That's why I keep looking down. So I'm literally going through with one of these like turkey baster guys and sucking out the water. We have a very wet bilge. What are you doing, Dan?
Cleaning up. So we're completing the last bit of our engine, the last bit of our pre-leaving duties. And so the last bit of stuff we're gonna do, last bit of maintenance we're gonna do before we leave is engine maintenance.
It's always the important question, right?
Here's how we're doing this. You just want to capture any drips when you pull that out there, that's all.
Changing the fuel filter, one of them. I'm gonna change them both out before we leave.
Yeah, pull your cup out and get it handy to put that right into it. There you go. You just saved a real mess.
Okay.
Now there's now you're done. You've got the old one out. Put the new one in. Put it back together. You're going to get so proficient at this you won't believe it. Now see, this one's got a plastic lift ring on it, but that's okay. Different brands have different.
Okay.
That's all there is to it.
I am going to build a doggy toilet for Lily. I have no idea what I'm doing, so we'll see how it turns out. So this is what I have for the project. I have a grass mat and a feeding tray for a dog, a grommet kit, and my trusty drill here. So what the plan is to take this grass mat, cut it down, and I'm gonna put grommets in the sides and I'm gonna drill holes here. So I'm gonna put the grommet in, tie a bowl in, put it through here, and then do the same thing on the other corner. And then I'm gonna tie it to the cleats up here. And that way, Lily will have somewhere to go potty. It actually worked. I did it.
Now, while Krista was doing all her little last-minute chores, I had to run to the store to get some last-minute details taken care of. What are you doing?
Right now I'm doing laundry and stowing stuff. It's a little overwhelming to try to get everything done and taken care of, and you keep seeing little things that you need to get done. But I think we're pretty much ready to go, which is really cool. T-minus less than 24 hours.
How do you feel about it?
Feeling a little anxious, a little nervous.
What are you feeling anxious about?
Just anxious because we haven't done this before, and it's something new, and also just in a way we kind of moved here and we're moving again. That just feels weird, you know. It just feels weird to move somewhere and be there for 2 months and then move again. I think traveling will feel a bit different, but we made a lot of really good friends here and people have been really helpful. It's been great. So I'm excited to go. I want to keep going. I don't want to stay here, but I am going to miss everybody here, and I've had a really good time.
All right, so here's your going away gift from me. 2 things you cannot afford to be without. Toilet paper, very important.
Love it.
And a bottle of rum from down in the Down Islands.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's Barbados.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dave.
Yes.
Thanks, buddy.
You're very welcome.
That was awesome.
You guys.
This is Dave, Port of the Islands Marina,
Yeah.
Master at Arms. Reflecting on our time at Port of the Islands, I don't know if we really could have picked a better place to begin this journey. But now, after wrapping up our final boat projects, we enjoyed one last happy hour on the dock with our friends, many of which we would never see again, and some we knew would become lifelong friends. We're out of here. Feels weird. Really feels weird. We're going to miss everybody at the dock. So if you're watching this, we miss you and love you. And that was, we couldn't have gotten where we are without all your help. So really appreciate all of you, each and every one of your guys' help. So, okay, well, let's get this show on the road. Some of the apps, kind of planning the route. So this is the Windy app. So you can kind of tell where we're at. So this is a week from today. So we want the southerly wind when we cross.
Is that free?
Yeah,
Windy's
free.
free.
And so you got all the days down here. I mean, you know, it's a forecast, so who knows what it'll actually be like. Well, we're about half hour, 40 minutes. Guess as soon as we're ready, we're gonna head out. So just doing a little bit of last minute cleaning. As you can see.
So
Look who we got here. It's Skipper Dave. We got Brandon. We got Gates. Mark's here.
Hey,
The Midwesterners.
that's
and
right.
Karen and
Fellow Twin
Michelle and Pete. What's up?
Yeah.
And Harry left. He's done.
He's not for goodbyes.
With final preparations complete, it was finally time to leave the marina. It was such a nice surprise that so many of our friends came to see us off. It really, truly was a bittersweet goodbye to leave all the people we had grown so fond of at Port of the Islands.
4 hours.
Oh, Pavilion, sorry. Pavilion. We're going to the P-Key.
Oh, I got a hold of him. He's all right. Underway. All right. He's not going. Well, sing.
Okay, guys,
We got to see the boat plane.
we're going into
on the boat.
we're going into forward.
20 in forward, Dan.
Ready?
Bye.
I couldn't help but think that as we were casting off the physical lines, we were also casting off the mental and emotional lines that connected us to the only way of life we'd ever known. It felt like a profound moment that would probably change us in many ways we couldn't imagine yet.
We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you.
Oh, we made it out with without running aground. First time we've run it out, we've had the boat out without running aground. So we're just starting to get out into the Gulf for the first time. In about 15 minutes, I think we'll look at putting up some sails. And it'll be our first sail ever on our own boat by ourselves. And we'll probably still run aground somewhere.
And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise that with you I feel alive. You'll be the last one I think about.
Didn't even think about the crab pot. She's kind of getting it. She knows what she knows to get on there. Go on, girl. Go on, Lily. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Good girl.
Good girl, go potty, go potty.
Quick recap here for our first sail. Boat does great. For some reason when we turn the engine off, the nav system, the chart plotter, stays on for a while and then it shuts off. So when it's on, when the engine's running, the chart plotter runs fine. And we've talked about it, so you know it. I'm not going to go through it again, but we just don't know what is causing it to go out. Is it a software issue? If it was a software issue, then why would it happen when, the engine's been off for a little while? I also tried to go into this little crevice of a pass outside of Pavilion Key, and that we started to run really shallow, and I just did not want to run aground. So we just went to the other side of this little other island and drop the anchor. So we're pretty kind of out in a big kind of bay in between a bunch of islands. No waves. It should be a pretty mellow night. And this is supposed to be one of the best spots. This area is supposed to be one of the best spots for stargazing. So hopefully that'll be cool. That's it. So with the first sail under our belts, we decided to relax for a little while. But it was such a beautiful night and a beautiful spot with the sun setting. I really wanted to get some drone footage to remember the moment. I hope you enjoy. I just have to tell you that the first night at anchor was pretty much amazing. If you've never spent a night on a boat in the middle of nowhere, well, let me tell you, I highly recommend it. It was probably one of the most relaxing environments we've ever experienced. So first night at anchor went pretty well. Slept really well. Anchor hold okay. We thought we were moving for a few minutes, but I was checking the chart plotter. It works okay when we're at anchor, but not when we're sailing, so that's weird. But and we thought we were moving, but we checked it and we weren't. It held pretty well. We just changed position a little bit with the tide, I'm assuming. So now we are. So we trailed the dinghy yesterday, and you could tell how much that slowed us down. So we're not doing that today. So we're draining that, and then that's going to go on the deck right here. James, the previous owner, told us how to do this, but he never really showed us. So I actually think we did a pretty good job getting the dinghy up on deck. I know most cruisers put their dinghy face down, but ours seemed to work pretty well, just upright. All right, well, so this is how the previous owner said to try it, so this is how we tried it. So what we did is we're strapping it down, then we're going to tighten the halyard, and okay.
So we just had a very momentous occasion on the boat. Lily finally peed. She hadn't went to the bathroom for 36 hours. Like, we were getting a little nervous. Like, she just wouldn't go. She finally peed. It was more pee than I've ever seen in my entire life from a dog.
From a small dog.
It was insane. Really, it just went everywhere, which is totally fine. I am just so glad she finally went to the bathroom. Hopefully it's not an issue going forward. I'm sure she'll still go less than usual, but you know, yay, finally. So we're pretty excited. So it's going pretty well. We're having a couple little problems today, but you know, that made everything better. Finally. Oh, Lily, now she just needs to poop. Ah, bugaboo. You look pretty proud of yourself right now. Yes, you do.
After another long day cruising down the Gulf towards the Keys, we decided to anchor on the southern tip of the Everglades off of Cape Sable. It was a really good spot to stop before jumping across the Gulf to Marathon. And of course, we weren't disappointed with another beautiful night at anchor.
Good morning. We are just about to start the third day of our passage from Everglades, Port of the Islands, Marina down to Key West. And so got some coffee going, clearly I need it, and should be interesting. It's kind of going to be our first sail with no land on either side. Maybe that doesn't seem like a big deal to those who don't sail. Maybe it doesn't seem like that a big of a deal to those who do sail, but it's kind of a big deal for us. So we're getting a little bit of an early start, although a little bit later of start than we planned. The sun is just peeking up behind me. A little nervous. I've heard that Marathon's really busy with a huge waiting list to get on a mooring ball, which we would normally just anchor out, but apparently that's also dicey there. So I guess we'll have to figure out when we get there. I'm not quite sure. We need to probably stay in Marathon for a few days. We'll make that decision when we get there, but we're having some intermittent issues with our Garmin that we need to figure out, so probably best to do that before we head to the Bahamas. Boat life, there's always something to be fixed, right? But yeah, so let's get this day started.
So finally, after 3 days of cruising, we made it to Marathon. And I gotta tell you, like, going under your first bridge has to be a really intense experience for every sailor. You watch with an intense glare as your mast slips under the bridge. But hey, we were there, and we officially cleared into the East Coast and onto the Atlantic Ocean.
We both almost had a heart attack, but we made it. Yay! Whew.
So after getting through the bridge, we decided that because we weren't super comfortable with trying to navigate a really busy marina, and the anchorage outside of the entrance to the marina was really wide open, we just decided to drop the hook right there and enjoy some sundowners and a beautiful sunset. Holy.
Good job.
Woo!
Good job.
Even Lily was starting to get accustomed to boat life and finally feeling comfortable enough to go to the bathroom on the boat. It had taken 3 days, but she was starting to get the hang of it. First pee in the boat, second pee.
Oh, muscle tight, early light, cleanse down jaw. Say my name or say it twice. Shed this layer of overthinking. Oh, I don't wanna be less than I can be. Waterfalls wash me.
Coming up next time on Sailing on a Whim, as we head up the East Coast, we realize that there's still a lot more boat projects that need to be accomplished before we head over to the Bahamas, and we start working on those, so stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching, and please, if you like our production, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and consider becoming a patron.